What's going on, Overly Sports? Back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the 3 extensions over the past couple of days for the New York Giants that have been Sterling Shepard, Jamie Gillan, and of course Matt Breida. I'm going to be breaking down those 3 extensions for the Giants. I'm going to be talking a bit about them in this video. I'm going to have a couple videos all back to back, and I'm going to have a ton of videos in the next couple of days. And let's start off talking about Sterling Shepard, as he has signed back with the Giants on a veteran minimum contract, and I really like that. Personally, I know some people are upset. I don't know how you could be upset with this. It makes absolutely no sense how people are upset. At the end of the day, you need veteran minimum or league minimum signings. And Sterling Shepard's a guy who that he brings, whether he's on or off the field, he gives 110% to his football team. You want to talk about a guy who's a proud Giant, and he's a Giant for life. It's Sterling Shepard. His leadership's fantastic. And if he could stay on the field, he's a pretty damn good wide receiver too. And he said he's going to be ready for the start of the year. So if he could stay on the field, he will be a good player, and that'll be a good signing for the Giants, and also for anyone who wants Odell Beckham on the Giants. Sterling Shepard has a lot to do with that pitch. He has, he can really help that out. So, I really like it, and I think he could even give you a little bit of production, in the slot. And of course, it's probably going to be a new-looking wide receiver room, and to have a familiar guy, in there. Him and Hodgins right now are really the only ones that are, currently coming back. So to have that for for Jones is going to be important. So I really like this in terms of the Sterling Shepard deal. The next one is Matt Breida. Now, I really like this as well. To be honest with you, I think for $2.3 million, that includes incentives. That is, it only makes sense. You're not finding a better running back at $2.3 million than Matt Breida. It just makes a ton of sense. Breida's a guy who came from Buffalo. He's got ties already to this coaching staff, and then he has ties with the Giants because he played for the Giants, last year. And he was pretty good when the Giants needed him. He played all 17 games, so he was available. He started one. The best ability is availability. He checked that box, so that's really important, especially for a running back. Now, looking in those 17 games, what he's able to do, he had 220 yards on the ground on 54 attempts, and he caught 20 passes for 188 yards. So that's pretty important. I think he's a good player. He's also an important special teams guy. He played almost 40% of the Giants' special team snaps last year. So personally, I really, really like them bringing back Breida. Super, super, super low, risk, and of course, there's some reward to it. I think Breida's a guy who will probably, as long as he could stay healthy, he'll probably just keep coming back on one-year deals. He's a cost-effective player. You don't find guys, like this anymore who will sign back for cheap. It doesn't come around as often, as some people think. So I think it's really important, and I like it. I personally really like it. I like everything Shane's done this offseason, but the thing not that I'm going to say I don't like it, but I like the least, is bringing back Jamie Gillan. I don't necessarily agree with it, but at the end of the day, unless you're drafting a punter, for $2 million, you're not getting a guy of Jamie Gillan's caliber. And that sounds weird to say because, there's not many guys who are worse than Jamie Gillan. But, he's called the Scottish Hammer for a reason. He's got a big leg. And of course, wanting guys who have already been here. I think that has a lot to do with it. And, I think they probably see some potential in him because he's got that big leg. He's still young, I believe. So I think I guess it makes sense. It's 2 years, $4 million. That's worth up to $5 million with incentives. and I think this is kind of make or break for Gillan if he's able to show that he can be a good punter. And the Giants will, bring him back. If not, I think he's done. And maybe even if he's not good this year, the Giants elect to draft a punter or even sign one next year. So I think this is kind of Jamie Gillan's last straws. I don't necessarily love the move, but you would have probably had to spend another $1 million or $1.5 million based off what some of these punters were getting today. And do you really want to spend it there? Hopefully, we're not punting a lot. So I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite move, but I'm fine with it. But guys, that is all I got in this video. You guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on these three guys the Giants are bringing back: Shepard, Breida, and Gillan. I love the first two. Not a huge fan of the Gillan re-signing, but it's fine. At $2 million a year, you're not going to get much better than that. So you guys let me know all that good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys new. See you guys on the next video, and as always, let's go Giants.